tracing the roots of Filipino adobo. Filipino adobo, a dish that has transcended generations, is not merely a culinary delight but a testament to the rich cultural tapestry of the Philippines. This comprehensive exploration delves into the origins, evolution, and enduring legacy of adobo, tracing its roots from the Austronesian civilization to its modern-day incarnation as a global culinary phenomenon. The story of Filipino adobo begins with the Austronesian people, who inhabited the islands of Southeast Asia thousands of years ago. The Austronesians were skilled seafarers and navigators who utilized advanced boat-building techniques to traverse the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. They likely embarked on their journey in search of new lands for settlement, driven by factors such as population pressures, environmental changes, or opportunities for trade and exploration. Over time, they gradually expanded southward, eventually reaching the Philippines. These early settlers brought with them their agricultural practices, social structures, and technological innovations, laying the foundation for the development of complex societies in the region. Upon their arrival in the Philippines, these early Filipinos introduced a range of crops and domesticated animals, transforming the landscape and contributing to the emergence of agricultural societies. Among the most significant contributions was the cultivation of the coconut palm, Cocos nucifera, a versatile and resilient crop that provided food, shelter, and materials for various purposes. The coconut palm played a central role in early Filipino culture and economy, providing not only sustenance but also raw materials for various products. One such product was vinegar, derived from the sap of the coconut palm. Early Filipinos discovered that the sap, when exposed to air and allowed to ferment, would naturally transform into vinegar, a process accelerated by the tropical climate of the Philippines. The discovery of palm vinegar had profound implications for food preservation. Recognizing its acidic properties, these early Filipinos found that vinegar could effectively inhibit the growth of bacteria and fungi, thereby preserving meat, pork, chicken or fish, and other perishable foods. By marinating meat in vinegar or cooking it with vinegar-infused sauces, they were able to extend its shelf life and ensure a stable food supply, particularly in environments where refrigeration was unavailable. Early Filipinos developed cooking techniques to prepare these preserved meats into flavorful dishes. These early methods likely involved simmering the preserved meat in vinegar along with various herbs, spices, and aromatics to enhance its flavor and tenderness. They developed various cooking methods to prepare their preserved meats, including boiling, stewing, and grilling. These methods helped to tenderize the meat while infusing it with the tangy, acidic flavors of the vinegar marinade. Cooking the meat slowly over low heat allowed the flavors to meld together, resulting in a rich and savory dish. The influence of Chinese traders and settlers in the Philippines introduced new ingredients and flavors to the local cuisine, including soy sauce. Soy sauce, made from fermented soybeans, wheat, salt, and water, added depth and complexity to the traditional vinegar-based dishes of the pre-colonial Philippines. With the addition of soy sauce to the vinegar-marinated meats, a precursor to the modern Filipino adobo was born. This early version of adobo featured the signature tanginess of vinegar balanced by the savory umami notes of soy sauce, creating a harmonious flavor profile that would become characteristic of the dish. In addition to vinegar and soy sauce, early versions of adobo may have included indigenous herbs, spices, and aromatics, such as onions. These ingredients not only added flavor, but also helped to balance the acidity of the vinegar and enhance the overall taste of the dish. With the arrival of the Spaniards in the Philippines in the 16th century, Filipino cuisine underwent significant transformations, including the evolution of adobo. The name adobo has its roots in Spanish culinary terminology. The Spanish word adobo comes from the verb adubar, which means to marinate or to season. When the Spaniards saw the local Filipino method of cooking with vinegar and other spices, they identified it with their own term adobo. Thus, they started referring to this Filipino method of cooking as adobo, despite the dish having its own indigenous roots and methods. The Spanish colonization brought new ingredients, and among the most notable contributions of the Spanish to Filipino adobo were the introduction of garlic, bay leaves, and black peppercorns. These ingredients added layers of flavor and complexity to the dish, enhancing its aroma and taste. Garlic, with its pungent aroma and savory taste, became a staple ingredient in Filipino cooking under Spanish influence. The addition of garlic to adobo imparted a robust flavor and aroma, complementing the tanginess of the vinegar and the richness of the soy sauce. Bay leaves, commonly known as laurel in the Philippines, were another key ingredient introduced by the Spaniards. These aromatic leaves added a subtle herbal note to adobo, enhancing its depth of flavor and contributing to its distinctive taste profile. Black peppercorns, prized for their bold, spicy flavor, were used by the Spaniards to season and spice up dishes. The addition of black peppercorns to adobo provided a hint of heat and complexity, balancing the acidity of the vinegar and the sweetness of the soy sauce. In addition to introducing new ingredients, the Spaniards also influenced cooking techniques used in preparing adobo. Spanish methods such as marinating meat in vinegar and spices before cooking, as well as simmering dishes slowly over low heat to develop flavors, became integral to the preparation of adobo. The fusion of Spanish, Chinese, and indigenous Filipino culinary traditions resulted in a unique and flavorful version of adobo that reflects the diverse cultural heritage of the Philippines. This fusion of influences created a dish that is beloved by Filipinos and celebrated as a national culinary treasure. Adobo has gained international recognition as a quintessential Filipino dish, serving as a cultural ambassador for the Philippines on the global stage. Its bold flavors, vibrant colors, and rich history have piqued the curiosity of food enthusiasts worldwide, sparking interest in Filipino cuisine and culinary traditions. Now, we bring you the classic Filipino adobo.
Ingredients: 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of chicken or pork, or a combination. Half a cup soy sauce. Half a cup vinegar. Cane vinegar is traditional, but white vinegar works too. 1 cup water. 1 head of garlic, peeled and crushed. 2 to 3 bay leaves. 1 teaspoon whole black peppercorns. 1 tablespoon oil. 1 medium onion, sliced, optional. 1 tablespoon sugar, optional, to balance flavors. Salt and pepper to taste. Step 1. Marinate the meat. In a large bowl, combine the soy sauce, vinegar, crushed garlic, bay leaves, and black peppercorns. Add the chicken and/or pork pieces to the marinade, ensuring they are well coated. Cover the bowl and let it marinate in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour, preferably overnight for better flavor. Step 2. Sauté the ingredients. Heat the oil in a large pot or deep skillet over medium heat. Add the onion, if using, and sauté until it becomes translucent. Add the marinated meat, including the garlic and spices, and cook until it begins to brown. This step helps to sear the meat and lock in the flavors. Step 3. Simmer the adobo. Pour the marinade and water into the pot, ensuring the meat is mostly submerged in the liquid. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to a simmer. Cover the pot and let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes, or until the meat is tender and cooked through. Stir occasionally to prevent sticking and ensure even cooking. Step 4. Adjust the flavor depending on your preference. Taste the sauce and adjust the seasoning with salt and pepper if needed. If you prefer a slightly sweeter adobo, you can stir in a tablespoon of sugar at this point.